My name is
Ah,
Martine Verago from Metal Ops TV. And can you introduce yourself, please?
hi, my name is Nikki. I'm the drummer and vocalist of Krashkarma, the metal duo from Los Angeles.
Yeah, but right now I think you are in Germany, yes?
Indeed, yes. We will be in Germany until April, writing new
Oh, okay.
music and working on a new album.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You're living part in Germany and part in Los Angeles.
At the moment, yes.
Oh, okay. Good. Actually, I discovered the band at the Mennecy Metal Fest in early September 2026. And
Awesome.
yes, and I saw a high energy, two-person, powerful, and how did you dynamic as a duo develop both musically and personally?
Well, our duo, when we became a duo, it was kind of forged out of pressure and necessity. We didn't choose to be a duo, it chose us because we were in the middle of a tour, and our bass player at the time hurt his back. And then we had to continue on. And because of that, we had to rearrange everything and come up with new ideas in order to continue what we had. And the vision came to us, and it was such a success from the very get, and we had so much inspiration from that which we could do because we were no longer tied down to who could come on tour, who was available. We could do what we wanted, and Ralph and I have always been the creative force in writing all the songs in Krashkarma, so it was a very natural thing to grow into, just being the two of us. And personally, it just takes a lot. We have nowhere to hide. It's him and I against the world, and everything we do, we have to believe in it 100% and bring it to that element in our songwriting, in our performance, and in our everyday personal lives.
Okay. So I think that music often reflects more than just sound. What personal experiences or emotions have shaped your songs the most? And do you transform them into music?
Absolutely. So, our songs are a lot about what's going on in the climate of the world, and we do get to travel a lot, so we get to have a lot of experiences, different than a lot of people, and we get to talk to a lot of people and see where everybody is emotionally, and how they're feeling towards the way of the world. So, a lot of our stuff is about that and the frustrations that people feel and the struggle that people go through, both personally and just trying to find their place in a world that's totally going insane. And it seems like
Yeah,
it's going more and more insane by the day. So we write a lot about the struggles and how it affects us personally and how we see it affecting the world and the people that we interact with. So that's a huge one. And we do a lot of stuff about personal struggles on our last album. My father died during the process, so this was also something that came out in the process of that loss and grief and dealing with that and allowing those emotions to process and come through. But the most important part is always taking those emotions, putting them out there, and then dealing with it, letting them
yeah,
go and becoming stronger because of it. And that's what we want to communicate to people, is just to be strong and that we're here together and that we are all going through this on some level all together as one.
yeah. As we can feel a lot of energy in on stage. And do you think that all these, I don't know, all these things that are affecting you can lead to or can deliver a lot of energy. And behind that, if there's behind these emotions, could you describe more particularly? Um, are there more anger, or sadness? What kind of emotions are they? Or you can name just give an example with a song, for instance, too.
Okay. Well, like It really depends. Like also being a woman in the industry, a lot of the things come from woman empowerment from my side of things. Like the Krashkarma is kind of about dynamic, you know, male, female, positive, negative, and bringing all those emotions together and bringing all of those elements together. So like, for example, in the song Girl with a Hammer, you know, this is about women standing up and rising up. So, and being confident and just crushing everything that they choose, their goals, and just going after it and not being silent. So in this song, we try to bring that emotion out when I come to the stage and I bring a giant hammer and I'm swinging it around and showing this as an emotion that you cannot ignore. You know, you cannot ignore that there is something behind this, that there's a strength, that we're pushing this this element of fierceness, and that's what we want to come through. So I think our energy does come through very much on stage, and there's a lot behind our songs, and they're not just a melody and a hook and a sing along. There's a lot behind it to give, and we hope that the people feel that and take something positive away with it.
Okay. So touring as a duo must come with unique challenges. Tell us one thing people don't realize about life on the road for a two-person band.
Well, for a two-person band, people always think that the playing is the hard part, but that's the easy part. Being on the stage is our release, that's our time. That's what we do everything else for. And the hard part comes with Ralf and I are independent. So we do most of the booking, we do most of the promotion. We do work with a team of people, but we are the beginning and the end of all decisions. So everything that happens goes through us. And so we are tour managing, we're booking the hotels, we're making sure that we have food, we're loading in the gear, loading out the gear, getting the payment at the end, making sure that everything is going smoothly and successfully. And so the rough part is you never have a moment off. There is no time for a reset. You know, and this can be challenging, but very rewarding when it's all said and done, and you have a wonderful tour like we just did, and we got to finally breathe at the end, and we just smiled, and we did it, you know, and we did it, and it was successful, and we went through all the hard things and all the positive things and all the sickness and, you know, everything that comes with being on tour. We went through it, and we were able to just be thankful and happy getting through it all.
Yeah, I think you toured during like 14 dates or 40 days or even more than that.
50. We did 50 dates, yes.
50 days. Yeah, that's
but
a lot.
We did bring a sound guy with us. So we had one guy. So it was kind of like a family dynamic, you know, it's like we all have to look out for each other. And so thankful that we had our sound guy with us on this tour. It was very needed, and he's an amazing part of our team. So we do travel with 3, sometimes 4 when we can with a merch person, but Ralf and I do all of the business side of everything as well. So it's a never ending. It's not a 9 to 5, put it that way. It's a 24-hour job being a musician.
Yeah, imagine. Yes. Okay. So what's the most ridiculous or funniest thing that's happened to you on a tour, or a memory you can share, or you still can't believe?
Well, I will say the most ridiculous thing is that we became a 2-piece while we were on tour. So that is always, I will say that first. So we'll just put that out there, because most people would give up or stop, cancel everything and keep going. And we just said, you know what, we're going to figure this out. And we created the version of Krashkarma that is Krashkarma because of that pressure. So I will always say that's the most ridiculous thing. But for a story otherwise, for example, we were on tour heading towards the north in America from Las Vegas to Wyoming, and we had a show and we had to drive through the mountains. And we were running a little bit late, so we didn't change our tires to winter tires in our van. And so we were driving through the mountains, and it's starting to get more snowy and a little bit more sketchy to be driving. And then our van at the time was a very old one. It was a California van. It probably should have stayed in California, but we took it around the whole entire United States. But so we're driving in this old, ridiculous looking, amazing van. And it is starting to now, the alternator's giving out. So we're losing power as we're going. And we're going now through a snowstorm, through the mountains. And we have to go a certain speed, otherwise the van will die. But we're going.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes. It was the most heart-wrenching, craziest experience of my life. But we made it, and how we made it, Ralf had to go a certain amount through the whole mountains in order to keep the alternator going. Because if he would stop, it would die. And then we would be stranded, you know, and he kept it going. And then we see the sign for the town that we're going to, and it's like down a mountain into the town. We see the sign, and the van basically like slides into the town, hits a little snowbank, and stops. And that was it. It's like, I made it, I'm here. Yeah. I am not doing anything else.
Okay. And then did you use another van after that?
No, we had to take it. Yeah, we had to take it to get fixed while we were there. But you know, things like this happen all the time on the road that people don't think about, is that you have to deal with breakdowns. You have to deal with, you know, if you have your own car, these are things that that happen also. And you have to still get to the show, you know, so there's a lot of stress.
Yeah, sure.
You cannot predict the weather.
So out of all these shows you've performed so far, which one stands out the most and why? And I would like also that you say something about your concerts in France.
Sure. So as a whole, we love France. We love the French people. We love everything about our French experience so far. Our booker there is Rage Tour, and they have been amazing, getting us great shows and getting us awesome festivals. We got to play Hellfest Let Off this year, which was a huge highlight. That was like the opening party for Hellfest. And then Mennecy Fest, which was amazing. And that festival was so much fun and such an amazing, we got a great response there. And the people were just amazing. The festival itself was really beautiful. And I enjoyed being there a lot. And so that was definitely a highlight, both of those two things from this summer. And then as far as the shows, Orléans, for example, this place was amazing. Belfort, the people are just so warm and so open and ready to just go crazy. You know, they're a part of our show. They come and they just give it all, and therefore it's easy for us to give it all. And it's lovely to have that. And the French people do it like no other. So I absolutely adore it and can't wait to get back next year.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And any other country you would like, or any other experience you would like to mention during that tour?
And Germany also is a very awesome country to tour. We do really well here. We got to play Wacken also the year before, and that was definitely a highlight. We're hoping to do that again next year on a bigger stage. And so basically, I always try to tell people that when you're on tour, when the lights go down and the show starts, you could be anywhere in the world, because I'm doing what I do. And I get into my zone and do my thing, and the people respond, and it could be anywhere, because people, at the end of the day, metal fans, we're all metal fans. We're all the same. We're all in it. And once you turn the lights out, it doesn't matter where you are. We're on the stage and we're in this together, and we're having an awesome experience. And I've had that experience almost in every country that we've been. And some of the people are more open and warm and dancing. Some people are like this, but they're so excited and they just don't, that's not how they show it. And, you know, you have to learn this by culture. And it's a very interesting thing to travel and get to see that and experience that.
Okay. Fans often highlight the visual intensity of your performances. How do you approach stage presence and the storytelling that happens during a live show? For instance, I remember that you came from somewhere else in Mennecy, and Mennecy Metal Fest. You were playing through the crowd, through the audience. So
Yes.
do you always start your performances like that, or?
Yes, yeah, we normally start from off the stage, especially in a situation like a festival where people are scattered everywhere. So it's really nice. It's just kind of like a roundup, like, okay, the show's about to start. Come with us. Let's do this together. And it's kind of just like a bringing everyone together to the front of the stage. So that's how we like to start it, and just get everybody ready and excited. Like, where's this coming from? What's going on? And it just gets a excitement and a little bit of a mystery. So we like to start like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was surprising. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Krashkarma cultivated a loyal fan base over the years. What the most meaningful interaction you ever had with a fan?
My most meaningful thing is always when people come up to me and say that a song helped them through a tough time in their life. You know, like for example, we just played a show in Frankfurt, Germany, and a young man came up to me and he was like, I found your music through a friend and I wanted to come to the show. He told me I had to come, but nobody would come with me. And at the last minute, I decided to go anyway, and I'm so glad that I did. And we just had this amazing interaction, and he was just like, I haven't felt this outgoing and surrounded by people, like-minded people. And he was just so happy that he came out and felt that connection and did it on his own and was able to come and talk with us and just be a part of a community. And he felt safe there as a lone person who came there, you know, with all by himself. And I love that kind of stuff. I love when people feel good, being surrounded with the people, when they feel safe there, when they can meet other people. I love that. And when songs mean something and touch somebody in a place that they need at that moment, and where they can just let go and be free. So those are my favorite experiences.
Okay, and if Krashkarma had to save the world from aliens using only one of your songs, which song would you pick, and what's your battle plan?
And what's my battle plan?
Yeah,
If we had to
against.
save the world from aliens, we have a song called Before the World Moved On. So I guess that would be appropriate if aliens were coming down, because it would be that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
And actually, my battle plan would be probably to try to make friends with the aliens.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, the best solution, peace.
Yes.
Yes. Not always the easiest one, but
No, but it's
yeah,
definitely the best way. We're definitely
yeah,
all about community and union, and why not include aliens?
yeah. And to end this interview, what can fans expect from the next chapter of Crush Karma? New releases, next tours,
Yes.
or a new direction? And any album or EP or single video, whatever.
We are always creating videos and stuff. If you see our social media pages, we're always
Yeah.
doing videos, and we enjoy that. It's something we do for fun, to keep ourselves entertained and motivated. So we do that. But we're actually in the process of writing new music right now, and the plan is to have a new album by next September. And we
Okay.
will be touring again starting in the end of September, October. So hopefully we will see you again. We look forward to being
Okay.
back in France.
Yeah. Have you already written any songs for this new album or?
We have many that what right now the whole process is usually we start with ideas and then we flesh them out, you know, and those ideas sometimes can take weeks or months. Sometimes they come in a day. You never know. So right now we
Yeah.
have about 30 things that we're working on already, some that we wrote while we were on the road. So we're just going through everything now to see what we want to bring forward. So this right now is the creative process, and we will dwindle it down you know, after the weeks, and then we will start to narrow in on the songs that we want to put on the album, and then the direction and the album title and all of that will come based on the topics and what we the feeling that the album and the songs relay to us. So it's kind of all the process right now.
Yeah. So no new direction. in
There's always a new
regarding?
direction.
Mm,
With our direction is to grow as musicians, as
okay.
artists, for self-expression. So I feel like you always reinvent yourself. And in the past, we would be like, yeah, we want to go in this direction. And then we start the album and it goes in a totally other direction. But this is something that you cannot control. You have to let the
Okay.
creative process flow, and it'll be how it is. And
Yeah.
we're excited for it.
And are you going to record it in Germany or in LA?
In
Or
Los
you don't know?
Angeles.
In Los
Yeah.
Angeles? Okay.
As far
Do you
as
know
I
the?
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know the studio's name or not yet?
Yeah, yes, we actually, Ralph does all of the production himself. So we have our own studio in Los Angeles called the Karma Collective. And
Okay.
that's where, yeah, and we recorded our last album there as well. And that's the plan for as of now, if the world doesn't blow up.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you are very independent, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We do everything
Okay.
ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much for this interview for Metal Ops TV. And I wish you Merry Christmas,
You
even
as
if it's
well.
too early. But yeah, are you going to celebrate it in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's quite
I
beautiful
think
here.
it's nicer than in LA because I remember in LA there was not really. I don't remember there were any nice streets with illuminations in LA. In
And
New
people
York,
decorate their houses and stuff, but
yeah, yeah,
it's a little
exactly.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's different. It's not public, it's private. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Well, like if you go to where the movie theater or the movie studios in that kind of
Yeah,
neighborhood, many people go over the top and go crazy with their Christmas lights, and that's a thing. But
yeah,
besides for that, it's you see your palm tree here and there that's decorated, but here we have the Christmas markets, and the spirit is a little bit more Christmas like here, and it's cold. So there's
okay,
that.
okay.
It
So
feels
we
more
will,
like Christmas.
yeah, we will see you probably next year, somewhere
Yes.
in France.
Awesome.
And
Very
have you
good.
got any words to add?
I would just say follow us on social media, find us everywhere, crashkarma.com. Love us. We'll love you back forever, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, you are very present on social networks. I
Yes,
can tell. Yes.
absolutely.
Okay. So thank you very much, Nikki.
Thank you. Nice
Have a
talking
good,
with you.
yeah, nice talking to you, and have a nice weekend, and nice evening too.
You as
Okay.
well.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.